Hello, today we are going to look at the hormones that do not enter inside the cell. The hormones that do not enter inside the cell. These are peptide hormones, glycoproteins, as well as catecholamine type of hormones, such as epinephrine and norepinephrine that are secreted from the adrenal medulla. So, as we discussed from the previous lecture, that the hormones are the chemical messengers that are secreted by the endocrine glands, and they play a great role of coordinating various physiological processes within our body. And we saw some of the properties of hormones. We said that hormones are secreted by endocrine glands so long as these endocrine glands are ductless. So it means that there is no any means of carrying hormones or transporting hormones from the point where are secreted up to the last destination. Therefore, most of hormones, let's say all hormones, most of hormones or all hormones are transported through general circulation or blood circulation. So, as I've said just previously, today we are going to look at uh, those hormones that do not enter inside the cell. They don't enter inside the cell because they are large enough, or they are polar. They are polar soluble organic molecules, as we discussed from the previous uh, lecture, that are transported via general circulation. Secondly, they exert an effect at a different site. They exert effects at a different site from where they are secreted. And another one was they bind precisely or effectively at the receptor site or at the receptor sites of their target cells, and secreted that at a secreted point or at the endocrine glands, and then transported to another site where they vote a certain kind of water effect. That's why we call them messenger, because are produced at one site and have the effects at another site. Also, we say that hormones are organic soluble are soluble organic molecules, and finally they've uh, they've they are very effective at a very low concentration. They are very effective at low concentration. For for today, let us look at, for instance, let us look at the epinephrine hormone secreted by the medulla, the central portion of the adrenal gland or adrenal medulla, central portion of adrenal gland or adrenal medulla. So once the body is under state of emergency, or is in under the state of sympathetic nervous system, state of fight or flight, actual epinephrine is released from the adrenal medulla, then transported via general circulation up to the hepatocyte, or liver cells. So on the plasma membrane of hepatocytes or liver cell, we have these kind of protein known as receptor protein. So once epinephrine bind precisely or effectively at these active sites as a lock and a key as a lock and a key in enzyme, it activates, or this epinephrine triggers the G protein, especially the alpha subunit of protein from the G protein, to be dissociated from the G protein up to the adenyl cyclase, So once shifted from this active site to the adrenal cyclase. Adrenal cyclase will play a great role of converting ATP into a cyclic AMP. So this cyclic AMP is a kind of what is a second messenger. It's a second messenger that play a great role of activating inactive protein inside the cytoplasm of the cell, activating inactive protein into active protein, or inactive protein kinase into active protein kinase, and eventually active protein kinase A will activate the active phosphorylase. The role of this active phosphorylase is to hydrolyze the glycogen inside of the liver cell or hepatocyte into glucose over here. So these are the all mechanisms that play a great role of making sure that these hepatocytes secrete, deal with the secretion, for instance, of glucose within hepatocytes. Secondly, play a great role of increasing outer membrane permeability to glucose, as well as regulation of sugar during the empathetic nervous system, or when there is a release of epinephrine or adrenaline from the adrenal medulla. So, as I've said just previously, cyclic AMP or cyclic adenosine monophosphate play a great role as a second messenger. First messenger is a hormone itself, epinephrine. Second messenger is this one. That's why from the properties of hormone, we say that they are very effective at low concentration, because here inside the role of cyclic AMP is to amplify the effects, up to the final response. Therefore, thank you viewers for listening. So make sure that you subscribe our video